Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which of course is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. In this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receiver in motion now. Handoff from the shotgun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. Oh, and he fumbles. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
This is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, just a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Finding some room at the 25. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The 49ers come to the line with first and goal. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying to find some room. It's Johnson. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create here on the move. Trying to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Cross.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
On the double.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Check.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to scramble to his left. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Easy. Cut.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Testing the right side here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On the ready.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Press coverage now from the secondary. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's a short completion to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
defense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here's the second down play. Takes the handoff again. And the 49ers are on the move here.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, 49ers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Florida International. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. It's press coverage now from these DBs. The secondary backed up off the ball now. They're going to run it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the ball to the ground. And the defense jumps on the football. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The 49ers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense has picked up the football going the other way. Oh, and a chance at a big man touchdown if he doesn't run out of oxygen. Touchdown, Panthers, on the scoop and score. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now.
42 Spider. Clear.
They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And the running back takes the handoff. Look at him run through those tacklers. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but they gain all the way to the 28.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing. And popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They try to run it with the option. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Bringing pressure. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Defense not pressing this time. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle by the tight end. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the 1st down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it.
And out comes the field goal unit, trying to connect from 40 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. And in the 3rd quarter, this game remains tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. toss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. Well, the coverage team must have missed the fair catch signal, but the referees did not. The offense starts with excellent field position. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting off the defender. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Here we go.
He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the 49ers are in the red zone. Toss it to the back, running left. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Wideouts now clustered. Shotgun formation here on third down. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, you talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Second down after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He's found some room at the 45. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the fourth quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
Cricket.
Motion now from the tight end. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now it's second down here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for his back. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's looking deep here. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down.
Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you're going to rely on your defense to come up with a stop. It's back on the field.
The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Toss play to the outside. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Unleashes the stiff arm. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep his scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
3:25. Alert.
And the wideout goes in motion.
Yep.
Heading left after the handoff. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pin him in.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go. 691. Gas bar.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll scramble for a first down and importantly get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a smart play.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a first down and get out of bounds.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter?
Cut it. Cut it.
And there's the handoff. Touchdown, FIU. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Play action here on first down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tiny space at the 20. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Of course, in the playoffs,